homeless person. What do you see? Do you see a person standing on the street corner holding a sign? What about someone pushing a shopping cart full of their only belongings? How about a dirty, disheveled person begging for food or money? Now open your eyes. If you picture any of these images in your head, you are right. Congratulations. But you're also wrong. You see, homelessness extends beyond the textbook definition of literally not having a home. Homelessness includes being house insecure or unstable, living with multiple people outside of direct family members, couch surfing, staying with friends, living in a motel. These are all versions of house insecurity. So now that we all understand what this is, let me tell you a statistic. In this room, there are at least 100 people. Going off the textbook definition of homelessness, that would mean that less than 1 out of the 100 people in this room could face homelessness. Now I know what everyone here is thinking. So what? So what? Less than 1 out of 100 people sounds like a pretty good statistic to me. I mean, essentially just this arm is homeless, but the rest of my body isn't. However, when we add the other definitions of homelessness into the equation, the numbers drastically change. Now, out of the 100 people in this room, 65 of you could face housing insecurity. I am one of those 65 people. It's early in the morning and I'm in English class waiting for my classmates to leave the room. Once everyone files at the door, I nail the trash can. It's Friday. I haven't had a real meal since Monday. I dig through the trash looking for anything that I can possibly eat. Wait, I spot something. There's a leftover Pop-Tart that one of my classmates had been eating. So I take the Pop-Tart out of its packaging. What are you doing? I look up and see a group of girls staring at me. Oh no. They're gonna tell everyone that they saw me digging through the trash can. They're gonna know that I was taking the leftover food. They're gonna know that something is wrong with me. I'm looking to Flora. I just lost something? I got off the floor to face the 4 girls standing around me with smirks on their faces. I tried to explain to them what I'm doing, but they just turned to leave. As the girls walk out the door, they throw their gum in the trash and snicker at me. With every glare and stare, my eyes tear up and I feel a pain in my heart. Why do these girls treat me like this if they don't even know me? This is not the first time that I have been caught taking food that doesn't belong to me. This is not the first time that I have gone days without eating a real meal. This is not the first time that I've been mistreated by people who don't know what's going on behind closed doors. The bell finally rings for the school day to be over and I'm walking with my friends discussing our plans for the weekend. My friends keep asking if they can come over to my house. They really want to see what it looks like. We've been friends for 4 years and I still haven't seen what your house looks like. They complain. They don't know that I don't have a house for them to see. So I make up my same old routine excuse. I'm busy. And they let out their same old routine reaction. Roll their eyes and scoff at me. And I feel my same old routine emotions, a pang in my heart. I know that I am not the only person that goes through this. I'm not the only person facing a silent struggle. But I don't want anyone else to ever be mistreated for a situation that they have no control over. I don't want anyone else to ever feel the way that I do right now. My mind clicks. I see my mom standing in the parking lot and I am running into her welcoming arms shouting, I want to save every homeless person. My 9-year-old self wants to save every homeless person. Big dreams, honey. Remember those girls at Paddens that when asked, what's the most important thing our society needs? They would answer, very sincerely, might I add, with world peace. You see, I had the same mindset as those girls, except I wanted to end world homelessness, and get this, I was actually serious about it. Now that I'm older, I still think big, trust me. But my big starts with small actions. The first step is just being aware of the housing insecurity that surrounds us. Housing insecurity is sitting next to you. It is walking past you. It is everywhere. It may not be obvious though, and that's why it's important to never say anything mean or offensive about someone's situation. Before we comment on someone's appearance or hygiene, simply remind yourself that they may be facing a silent struggle or living in unstable circumstances. Now that we are aware, we can turn that awareness into action. Something as simple as a smile and a conversation are all it takes to make someone's day. Mother Teresa once said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." You know that Mother Teresa started small before she saved millions of people's lives. Change does not happen overnight. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we can't all be Mother Teresa. It sucks, I know, I think about it all the time. However, we can be kind, we can be advocates, and we can be a voice for those who don't have one. So I'm in Jack in the Box waiting to pick my brother up from the airport. My mom and I are watching a video on my phone when a man walks through the door. I notice that this man is friendly with everyone in the restaurant. He's talking with all the employees and laughing with all the customers, but something seems different about him. I don't know how to describe it. It's like his smile seems empty. The man walks in the back of the restaurant without getting any food. So I turn to my mom and ask her if she can buy this man a meal, because there is a slight chance that he might not have eaten today, and no harm, no foul, it's just a kind gesture. When my mom's at the cashier, I realize that having a conversation with this man might bring a real smile to his face. So I get up, I walk over to his table, and start talking to them. And trust me, this is a big deal because I hate talking to people. But this man opens right up. He's telling me about how he just met a new friend today. I really hope I can be his second new friend today. He has nowhere to go on Christmas. It's going to rain all night and he's really worried. But hopefully he can find a shelter to go to with his new friend. Our conversation continues on minute after minute. In the back of my mind, I realize that I have not had a conversation so pure and so genuine in a really long time. This man has faced some of life's hardest challenges. He hasn't had a real meal in weeks, and he's been homeless for years. But he doesn't let these challenges get the best of him. He wakes up every morning ready to take on the day and give the people around him love and compassion. That's something that I rarely see from a lot of people in my life, and that includes myself. It's time for me to pick my brother up from the airport, so I stand up and I give this kind gentleman a warm embrace. I would not trade the look of raw joy and love on that man's face for the world. I realize now why that moment back in English class was so hard for me. No one ever stopped to talk to me or validate my experiences. No one ever gave me a genuine hug. No one ever showed me that they just care for me. If we treat every person like that homeless man was treated back in Jack in the Box, we can truly have an impact. But your conversation and compassion does not have to stop here. There are numerous organizations waiting for empathetic and loving people, like everyone here today, to join in on the fight against the stigma around housing insecurity and to contribute to ending it. You can volunteer at a food bank, shelter, or soup kitchen, set up a food and clothing pantry at your school, keep a granola bar and water in your car to give out. It's truly as simple as it sounds. From the bottom of my heart, I truly believe that one of the most fulfilling moments in our life is to be a life changer for someone else. This reminds me of a parable that's just always sitting in the back of my mind. It's kind of cheesy and most of you already know it, but I'm just gonna go for it. There's a man walking down the beach littered with washed up starfish. He encounters a boy who is picking up each of the starfish and throwing them back into the ocean, one by one. Pretty tedious task if you ask me. The man finds this ridiculous, so he asks the boy, "What on earth are you doing?" Bright-eyed and hopeful, the boy says, "Sir, I'm saving the starfish, can't you tell?" To which the man responds with, "Son, there are thousands of starfish, but only one of you. What difference can you make?" The boy picks up a starfish, gently tosses it into the ocean and says, "I made a difference to that one." We can't end world homelessness. We can't bring world peace. But we can bring peace to one person's world, and that's what really matters. Can everyone close their eyes just one more time? Bear with me. Now picture a housing insecure person. What do you see? Do you see me? Thank you.